It started with a key, silver, scratched, attached to a plain white tag. No number, no name, just "For you," typed in red ink. It was waiting for me on the hallway floor outside my apartment. I thought someone had dropped it. A mistake. I was about to leave it at the front desk. But something stopped me. Maybe it was the way the light hit it, or the weird shape of the teeth. It looked old, but not dirty, like it had been waiting. I slipped it in my jacket pocket and forgot about it, mostly. That night, I had trouble sleeping. Kept thinking about the key, where it came from, what it opened. I got up at 2 a.m., paced the kitchen, and for some reason, I took it out, held it in my hand, and then I heard it. A click. Not inside my apartment. Outside. In the hallway. I froze, pressed my ear to the door. Nothing. But then, a soft creak, like someone turning a doorknob. I opened the door a crack, looked both ways. Empty hallway, except one door, 4 units down, was slightly open. That door had been locked for months. Apartment 4C, empty since the fire last year. I stepped out, walked down, slow. The open door groaned as I got closer. A draft hit my face, cold, damp. The lights in the hallway flickered. I should have turned back, but I didn't. I pushed the door open. It swung in without resistance. The apartment smelled like old wood, wet plaster, ash. The fire had gutted the bedroom, burned through the floorboards, but someone had cleaned up? Not completely, but enough to walk. I took a step inside. The door closed behind me, hard. I jumped, spun around. No one there. I reached for the knob. Locked. I pulled out the key. Not even thinking. Slid it into the lock. Click. It opened. That's when I realized the key wasn't for my apartment. It was for this one, 4C. I backed out. Closed the door. Didn't tell anyone. But I kept the key. The next day there was a note under my door. Folded paper, typed. Same red font as the key tag. It said, "Good. You opened the right door. Don't lose a key." That night, I dreamed of someone standing in my kitchen, holding the key, smiling. But their face was wrong. Like it had too many features, all shifting, all trying to settle. I woke up with the key in my hand. I swear I didn't fall asleep holding it. Now it won't leave my pocket. Even when I try to lock it away, I find it back in my coat the next morning. Last night I heard another door open. Same sound, same creak. This time it wasn't 4C. It was from upstairs. Someone wants me to keep going. And I think there's more than one key. I didn't sleep the next night. I kept checking the hallway, the lock, my coat pocket, the key. Still there. Cold, heavy, like it was waiting. Around 2:36 a.m., I heard it again. Not a knock, not footsteps, just a soft turning sound. Metal on metal. Upstairs this time. There's no 5th floor. The building ends at 4. But I swear, I heard it from above. I got dressed, grabbed a flashlight, took the stairs up. At the top, a solid ceiling, cracked paint, no door, but there was a seam. In the plaster, faint, thin, hidden, like a doorway had been sealed off. I stood there, key in hand, and just for the hell of it, I reached up, pressed the key flat against the wall. Nothing happened, but the metal felt warm. I stared for a while, then went back down. That night, the dream came again. Same person, same smile. But this time, they spoke. Their mouth didn't move. But I heard it, in my head, a whisper, slippery. "You've started opening. Now you must continue." I woke up gasping, sweat soaked. The key burned cold against my chest. It had moved again, now on a string, hung around my neck. I didn't put it there. I took the day off, didn't leave the apartment. but I kept hearing sounds, locks turning, keys rattling, doors opening, where there were no doors. At 11:44 p.m., the lights flickered twice, and I heard scratching from inside the wall, like something metal dragging along drywall. I grabbed the key, pressed it against the hallway wall again. Still nothing. But now there were two keys. I found the second one in the freezer. Same tag, same red letters. But this one said, "Not all doors are real." I tried throwing them out. I put both keys in a sealed glass jar, filled it with water, screwed the lid shut, put it outside, in the dumpster. Next morning, back in my coat pocket, dry. I started marking them, scratching tiny lines into the metal, trying to count. I'm up to 6 now. Every time I dream, there's a new key when I wake up. Each one colder, stranger. One of them hums. When I touch it, it vibrates, softly, like a phone. Another smells like flowers, but only when it's near mirrors. 2 don't open anything. 1 made a hole in the wall. I didn't touch it. But last night I used one. It didn't fit any lock. But when I touched the kitchen tile with it, it sank in, melted through, like pressing a spoon into soft wax, and the tile clicked. I lifted it up. Underneath wasn't cement. It was wood, old, splintered, too deep for a floor. I reached in. Something moved, not fast, but slow, deliberate. I dropped the key. It vanished. No sound, no echo, just gone. This morning, another envelope, red wax seal, no name. Inside, a new tag. "You're doing well." The next door opens from the inside. I don't know what that means. I don't know how many keys there are. But I know this. Every time I use one, something else opens back. And tonight, there's a sound behind my bathroom mirror. Metal and breathing. And I just found another key, stuck inside the soap bar. If I stop now, I think they'll come looking. And this time, they might bring a key of their own.